All right. Hey there, Interwebs. Which, give me a second on that. I saw a comment. I didn't get the opportunity to respond because I saw it right before I put on my ice gloves. And then that was an hour without being able to use any devices. My IV machine kept going off with air in the line and all kinds of crazy things today. And so that hour actually turned into more like an hour and 20 minutes. And by the time it got done, I forgot. And then I was dozing off during the second infusion. Which was only 30 minutes, and then I've just been busy since. So to answer the question, why do I start every video off with "Hey there, Interwebs"? It's kind of a play back to a few different things, but the one that I like to claim that I think is the first place you started seeing interwebs was circa 2001, 2002 on a site called homestarrunner.com, constantly referring to it as the interwebs. And it's just something that became part of my lexicon, and so that's just what I call it, right? Getting into the results from earlier today. So I know I had mentioned a couple of times that there were 4 possibilities, 3 of which were good, 1 of them is bad, right? And basically the way it goes down is the best possible option is that there's no evidence of disease at all, and that would be kind of miraculous and faster than anyone's ever really been able to kill off a tumor of that size with just 5 sessions of chemo. Like, that just doesn't happen. So I don't think number 1 was possible. The second one is that there is evidence that it's going away and no evidence that it's anywhere else. That's the thing that we saw today, is that the tumor's about half the size it was. There are also these 2 little minuscule spots. We're talking half of a millimeter wide that were in my lung back in October. They were couple point. All right, so they were like 0.6 millimeters each back in October, and now they were like 0.9 millimeters each in the scans in February, and they're gone, right? And there's no evidence that there's anything else anywhere else. So number 2, the second possible outcome is what we got today. The third best outcome is there's no shrinkage, there's no growth, but there's no evidence of it anywhere else, right? At least at that stage, we know that the chemo is keeping it stable. And then the fourth option, which is the bad option, is that maybe there's 5 options, is that it has grown, and or there is more cancer in more places. And, thank goodness that wasn't the case. So, all my anxiety, all my stress leading up to this was, it was hard. It was very difficult to get to the last few days, last week, but it was a good outcome today. We'll talk a little bit about the treatment going forward tomorrow, and everyone have a good night.